Dominguez from the Japan Times. Thank you so much for your time. There have been reports in Indian media that Prime Minister Modi is planning or considering a trip to Ukraine. Could you perhaps tell us more about that and exactly what is planned and how that fits in with New Delhi's strategy to play a role between both Russia and Kiev?
Peace. So what I'd like to do is to take the first question and the third question together because they're related. So let me put across what is the Indian view of the conflict in Ukraine. We've from the very beginning had the view that use of force does not resolve problems between countries. And in the last 2.5 years, as this conflict has deepened, it has cost lives, it has done economic damage, it has had global consequences. I mean, if you look at parts of Asia and Africa and Latin America, it has actually impacted other societies. It has created food shortages, it has raised energy costs, it has created fertilizer supply problems, it has contributed to global inflation. In some cases, it has even directly triggered economic crisis in countries. So it is something, it's very serious as it is, but its implications in a globalized world is even more serious. So we recognize that. Our position has been that we do not think that a solution will emerge from the battlefield, that the war may go on, lives may be lost, the positions may shift here and there, but we're not going to see a decisive outcome which will settle it. So from the very start, and this feeling has grown in recent months, we believe that there must be a return to dialogue and diplomacy. If you recall, at the early stages, there were some discussions directly between Ukraine and Russia. Even I must tell you, even in the last 2 years that have passed, there have been occasions when different countries have tried to do something. If you remember in 2022, Turkey took the lead to see whether wheat grain could come through the Black Sea corridor. Some countries took the lead in exchange of prisoners of war. There was a great concern about the possibility that the nuclear power station in Zaporizhzhia may come under attack. Now, in different cases, we've actually been helpful, we've been supportive of other countries. I have myself, on my Prime Minister's instructions, worked with Turkey, with the IAEA head, Rafael Grossi, with the UN Secretary General. So we've been doing what we can. Our feeling today is that, more needs to be done, that we should not resign ourselves to the continuation of the current state of conflict and say, well, let this take its own course and let us wait for events in other parts of the world to provide some kind of solution. That, to our mind, would be fatalistic. It would not be, given the gravity of the situation. I think it's important for countries who are in touch with both parties, because there are not many countries who are actually talking in a way to both Russia and to Ukraine. So we do believe that we should be more active there. Recently, I must tell you, Prime Minister met President Zelensky in the sidelines of the G7 in Italy. A few weeks later, we were in Moscow for our annual summit. So he had a chance to discuss with President Putin at very great length. I myself have kept in touch with my counterpart, Dmytro Kuleba. Other senior officials on our side have done it with their counterparts. So we do believe today that it's important for everybody to do whatever they can to see if in some way something improves, some move out of the battlefield into the conference table takes place. So that is our endeavor. So as for your specific question, I can reasonably expect that there will be more contacts between us and Ukraine, and between us and Russia as well. But something more specific than that, is we, like any government, we make our positions known at the right time through the right channel. So there's really not more that I can say.